In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful, dear grade 7 students, welcome back to your Al Mansour educational channel. This is Mr. Muhammad Mahmoud, and today, inshallah, we are going to have a very easy and simple grammar lesson. Our lesson today is the passive voice. In the English language, we have two forms of the sentences. We have the active form and the passive form. I'll give you an example in order to simplify, in order to clarify the meaning. Okay, active form like I do exercise every day. Passive, many exercises are done by me every day. Okay. The active form, or in the active form, the subject, the doer of the action is much more important. We only concentrate on him. But in the passive form, it's completely different. Why? Because the subject, the doer of the action, is less important, is rather important, okay? Unlike the object or the action itself, they are much more important. In the passive form, we only concentrate on the action, we only concentrate on the object, not on the subject, okay? So, the active form concentrates on the subject, the doer of the action. Okay? It has a lot of importance. But in the passive voice, the object or the action itself has a lot of importance, and we only focus on the object, the action itself. The action and the object are much more important than the subject. Okay. In fact, each tense has its own grammatical structure, okay, different from the others. Look at the present simple. In the present simple, the rule is a little bit different from the other tenses. Okay, the general rule in changing a sentence from the active into the passive is: number one, put the object in the place of the subject. Number two, the auxiliary verb. Number three, the third form of the verb. Number four, by plus the subject. Okay, in this example, he opens the door. Okay, put the object in the place of the subject. So the door. Singular or plural? Singular is. So in the present simple, the auxiliary verbs in the present simple, or the helping verbs in the present simple, especially when we are talking about the passive voice, okay, the auxiliary verbs are is and are. Is with the singular and are with the plural. Okay, he opened the door. So the door, singular or plural? Singular is. The third form of the verb, okay, open. So the door is opened by him. The general rule in changing a sentence from the active into the passive. Okay, number one, put the object in the place of the subject. Number two, auxiliary verb. Number three, the third form of the verb. After that, by plus the subject. He opened the door, so the door is singular, is. The third form of the verb, opened, by, and the subject, the doer of the action. Look at these examples in order to understand more and more. He writes a letter. So a letter is written by him. He doesn't write a letter. The letter isn't written by him. You can't say doesn't. No, isn't. Okay? So in the case of negation, we add not to verb to be. We add not to verb to be. So a letter isn't written by him. Does he write a letter? So is a letter written by him? Is a letter? Please have a look on these examples in order to understand more. He writes letter. So a letter, subject singular or plural? Singular. Put the object in the place of the subject. So a letter. Singular or plural? Singular is. The third form of write, written by him. He doesn't write a letter, so a letter isn't written by him. Does he write a letter? So how can we change an active question into a passive question. Okay, again, the object singular or plural? Singular. So is. The object a letter. Third form written by plus the agent or the subject, the doer of the action by him. They sell books. So books plural are sold by them. She helps me. Sorry. I am helped by her. The passive voice in the present continuous. The general rule is what? The object in the place of the subject. After that, the auxiliary verbs plus the third form of the verb. But in the present continuous, because of ing, we have to put what? Being. We have to put being. So the auxiliary verbs in the present continuous is or are or am plus being plus the third form of the verb plus by plus the agent or the doer of the action. Okay? Ravi is drinking a cup of tea. So a cup of tea, singular or plural? Singular. Is being. Why being? Because we have a continuous verb, so we must add being, okay, to tell you that the action is being done right now. The action is being done. A cup of tea is being drunk by Ravi. Okay, look at these examples. I am driving the car. The car, singular or plural? Singular. Is. Okay, being, third form. He is writing a letter. A letter is being written by him. She is making tea. Tea is being made by her. You aren't washing clothes. Clothes aren't being washed by you. Clothes aren't being washed by you. Can I say the passive sentence without by? Of course you can. Why? Ask yourself why. Why we can. Why? Ask yourself why we can write the passive sentence without by. Try to think. Because the action and the object are much more important than the subject. We only want to know the action, not the subject, not the doer of the action, not the agent. Okay? How can we form a question in the passive present continuous? How? Are you buying a book? What is the object? A book. So is a book being bought by you? Is a book being bought by you? Is she sewing clothes? Are clothes being sewed by her? Let's move to another tense, the past continuous. The past continuous is the same as the present continuous, but we will remove am, is, are, and we will add was or were. Again, the past continuous is the same as the present continuous, but we delete am, is, are, and we will add was, were. Was with I, he, she, it. Were with we, you, they. Plus being, plus the third form of the verb or the past participle. A novel was being written by her. Can you change this sentence back into its active form? Can you change it? So, excellent. The tense is past continuous. So, where is the subject? By her. So, change the object pronoun into a subject pronoun. She. Past continuous. Was. Where is the main verb? Right. So, she was writing a novel. She was writing a novel. A novel was being written by her. Please have a look. They were expecting a guest. So a guest was being expected by. The chef wasn't cooking the meat. The meat wasn't being. In the continuous tenses, you must put being. You must put being in the what? In the continuous tenses. The meat wasn't being cooked by the chef. The women were cleaning all the blinds. So all the blinds were being cleaned by No. They were watching the newest videos. The newest videos were being watched. Past simple. In the past simple is the same as the present simple. Try to remember the present simple. Okay, am is are plus the past participle. Okay, but in the past simple, we will the object singular was plural were. So in the past simple, the rule is new. The present simple, but we will remove am is are and we will add was or were. So the object plus was or were, was with the singular, were with the plural, okay, plus the past participle, okay. The girl clicked selfie, so selfie was clicked by the girl. Girls clicked selfie, selfie was clicked by girls. Girls clicked selfies, selfies were clicked by girls. The past simple was were plus the past participle. Okay, the house was built in 1980. Where is the subject? Where is the doer of the action? I'll tell you that it is not important. Okay? In the passive form, we only concentrate on the object, the action. Okay? What about the perfect passive voice? Perfect passive voice. In the perfect passive voice, in the perfect passive voice, we will have the present perfect. The present perfect, the object plus have or has plus been plus the past participle. Sam has found the key. So the key has been found by Sam. The key has been found by Sam. The company has produced 10 new cars. 10 new cars have been produced by the company. The object has with the singular, have with the plural, plus been plus the past participle. The past perfect is the same as the present perfect, but we will delete have or has and we will add had. Okay, he had written a letter, so a letter had been written by him. All the perfect tenses, the auxiliary verbs, plus been plus the past participle, okay? Girls had clicked selfie, selfie had been clicked by the girl. He had taken lunch, lunch had been taken by him. Okay, had I look at example number 6, had I helped you? Oh, had you been helped by me? Had you been helped by me? Had she made a picnic plan? Had a picnic plan been made by her? Okay, look, the passive question had the subject, which is the object, okay, plus been plus the past participle. In the future form, the object will be plus the past participle. Will be plus the past participle. My parents will take us to the park. We will be taken to the park by our parents. My parents will take us, so we will be taken by the park by our parents. Please have a look. These are all the tenses from active into passive. Okay, look at this example. Number 1, Mr. Hagen is employed. Okay, I still can't believe it. My bicycle was stolen. Why was it stolen? Because last night, a keyword. Something funny happened. The child's arm was swollen because he was stung. Was stung. Today, many childhood diseases are prevented. Your dreams will be accomplished. The first conditional in the first conditional in the future simple. Okay, I think it will be finished. Is dedicated. The Mayan and Indians developed. Okay, is easily absorbed. Look at these examples. The verb happen is always in the active form. Okay, don't put it in the passive. See you later. Good.